What's up? What's good, Dunkaholics? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're here with week 3 of the WWE 2K24 Realistic MyGM WCW. If you tuned in to week 2, we saw the debut of Ilya Dragunov. Now here in week 3, with the show logistics, I went ahead and I updated the road crew to the tier 2 backstage crew. And what the backstage crew does is they ensure that all talent get the necessary assistance needed to prepare properly for the show as we continue to develop the brand before we move into any bigger arenas. Before we add any special effects to the show, we want to make sure that we have the proper crew to be able to help the talent, help the wrestlers with all this going on. Now looking at our ranking, we are still in last place at number 4, but you see the yellow or the orange streak there continuing to trend upward. You see the fans, you see our budget that we have there. We promised LA Knight a grudge match against Dominic Mysterio within the next 3 weeks because Dominic interfered in LA Knight's match with Chad Gable, and the COO Triple H wants us to schedule a run-in on our most popular available star this week. Now, we just talked about Dominic Mysterio running in on LA Knight. We saw interference last week. So I don't want to do another interference angle the very next week. So I'm not going to be listening to or following Triple H's commissioner goal for this week. We also are not going to be signing any free agents this week. No more rookies or no already WWE established talents. We're just going to stick with our roster that we have. Now we're going to open up the show. Our first kickoff match will be Zelina Vega versus Tiffany Stratton in a Falls Count Anywhere match. We got the Falls Count Anywhere match from unlocking the tier 2 with the backstage crew, and that's a good opener. And then their partners, JC Jane is going to call out the other half of the WCW Women's Tag Team Champions in Nikita Lyons. Then we have a tornado tag team match. We have Dirty Dominic Mysterio teaming up with Chad Gable. They will take on the team of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and LA Knight. Then we have Ilya Dragunov, who's going to be going through some more training. Then in our second mid-card match, we will have Ignition, which is probably her last match on WCW. She will go one-on-one with the Genius of the Sky, Io. And then we have our WCW Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. She will be doing a promo. And then in the main event, we will have the Ring General, Gunther, versus CM Punk for the WCW Championship. With all that being said, let's confirm the booking. Show costs $55,500. Let's get into it. So our first match we're going to simulate is between Zelina Vega and Tiffany Stratton. They are in a tag team rivalry. You got the WCW Women's Tag Team Champions, Zelina Vega and Nikita Lyons, the queens of WCW. They have Tiffany Stratton and JC Jane, pretty toxic, trying to get those tag titles. Now, Tiffany, I think, was in a match with Zelina in week 2, and Zelina won the match. But Tiffany came to me in a message after week 2 saying that Zelina cheated. Well, to make sure that she does not cheat in this match, we have decided to make it a Falls Count Anywhere. So will Zelina be able to cheat her way again? I don't think so. It's a Falls Count Anywhere match. You can pin them anywhere. And will Tiffany Stratton get her revenge? Is it Tiffy time in this Falls Count Anywhere opening match? And your winner is,
That's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
once again, Queen Zelina Vega. 3 stars. And then we have JC Jane calling out Nikita Lyons, said, hey, my girl, my tag team partner, she didn't cheat. As you saw, she just got another victory, and we are and should be the #1 contenders for those WCW women tag team titles. But that promo was week. But the rivalry level will grow to a 2. Next, we have the tag team match between Chad Gable, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, and LA Knight. Now, LA Knight came to me and said that he wanted to get his hands on Dominic Mysterio for interfering in his match with Chad Gable. We have 3 weeks to do it. Well, he'll be able to get his hands on him in this tag team match because we made it a tornado tag team match. And you know what? We were thinking about hopping in, tuning in, and watching the main event for the WCW World Title, but I kind of want to see, will LA Knight get his hands on Dirty Dominic Mysterio? So we're going to hop in, tune in, and watch this tag team match.
Class is in session. Master Gable has arrived. The following is a tornado tag team match. Introducing first, representing the Alpha Academy from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable. Chad Gable is a gold medalist.
Chad Gable, who was
of the
cheered,
Alpha Academy.
was a fan favorite, is now being booed while telling the fans to shoot. Now, this is a tornado tag team match. We decided to make it a tornado tag team match where all 4 men will be in the ring at the same time because that's what's going to be at Hell in a Cell. These 4 men will all be in the ring at the same time in a fatal 4-way to determine who will be the WCW United States Champion.
Alert the authorities. Dirty
Also,
Dom is on
we
the
made it a
premises.
tornado tag team match
Snitches
to
get
stop
stitches, Corey.
Dominic Mysterio
I'm telling the lawmen to watch their
from
backs.
running from LA Knight. If it was a regular tag team match, he could just not tag in or not get in the ring while LA Knight is in the ring.
The Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds. Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic, who went one-on-one with the top babyface right now in WCW, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in the first match of week 1.
His Hall of Fame father and his entire family. What an ungrateful child.
And then taking his frustrations out in the LA Knight, Chad Gable main event of week 2.
Dominic Mysterio is that he says he has absolutely no regret about his new direction.
Well, I happen to be extremely proud of Dominic and feel that he should be proud of himself.
The American Nightmare has arrived.
The son of a dream looking to realize his destiny in WWE.
Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, who at our first premium live event that we've been advertising, Hell in a Cell could become the American champion, the WCW United States champion.
You just have to be impressed with the form that Cody Rhodes has taken. He's become a leader, a mentor, and a main eventer.
Those are all great things to be, Saxton, but we all know what Cody truly wants to be more than anything else is a world champion. Hard times
Right now, Cody is feeling like a world champion, the top fan favorite on the WCW brand.
Reaching the pinnacle in the name of the Rhodes family. Listen to this frenzy for L.A. Knight.
If any dummies out there don't know, now they know.
And from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, L.A. Knight.
L.A. Knight will hand out a beatdown to
Yep,
anybody,
and we're doing L.A. Knight a big favor. He wants to get his hands on Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Well, he's going to get his hands dirty with Dominic Mysterio in this Tornado Tag Team match. All 4 men, just like at Hell in a Cell, will be in the ring at the same time.
This guy has never met a spotlight he didn't like, but I'll give credit where it's due. When you're as good as L.A. Knight, you shine bright naturally.
No tags, all chaos. It's the Tornado Tag Match. Set for action as it'll be Chad Gable and Dominic Mysterio.
So it will look a lot like this at Hell in a Cell, but it will be every man for themselves for the United States title.
Tossed into the corner.
All the way out. Suplex. And Rhodes able to reverse that. Kicks right to the midsection. Opponent dropped in the corner and unloading. You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that.
And right now we got Cody Rhodes
Dropping the knee.
locking up with Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and then L.A. Knight and Chad Gable.
Figure 4.
The one-on-one matches that we've had in week 1 and week 2.
This is agonizing.
Instead delivers the inverted DDT.
But to fulfill our promise to LA Knight before this match ends, he has to have an encounter with Dominic.
An absolutely foolhardy decision made there.
That could be very costly. Don't know if the risk was worth it.
Now trampling the opposition.
Whoa! Drop kick all the way to the outside.
And he's taking this to the outside now. Up they go. Oh, atomic drop. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Just rubbing salt in the wound now. That's going to fire you up with anger.
Knight was ready for that.
Reversals, and more reversals.
Look at Dominic trying to go after LA Knight while his back is turned.
Rear European uppercut.
LA Knight got shown up that time with a stupid
Cowardly.
An eruption of offense from Mysterio.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Set up for the side Russian leg sweep.
Right to the
And now
kidneys
Dominic
from behind.
going right back, him and Gable jumping Cody Rhodes.
That showed a complete lack of respect for your
And now Dominic's back is turned. And now it's LA Knight's turn.
In the breadbasket. Great power, masterfully executed Regal Flex.
And LA Knight finally caught Dominic lacking.
And he's able to reverse. the you-know-what. Clothesline. Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Wow, the ref got hit.
Dominant taking out the referee. Oh my God.
Down he goes. Oh, strong knee connects.
We should have drafted Rhea Ripley for our brand to take out Rey Mysterio. Dominant Mysterio.
His shoulders are down.
Oh, come on, ref, get some control.
Shut up, Byron.
We might have to fine Dominant for attacking our female referee. Speaking of Rey Mysterio, Dominant hitting the 619 and then getting slapped in the face.
Slams and bombs are all painful, but being slapped like
Slap that he deserves. I think the referee over there needed to go slap him up a little bit. And crossroads from Cody.
And it looks like there's a cut too.
Not yet. They just got the shoulder up. I don't know how he just kicked out.
And Dominant kicks out German or Fisherman suplex
He's going to have to readjust, maybe strategize here. He thought that was it, but somehow.
from Chad Gable.
Picking the leg. Are we gonna see it? There
And now the figure four leg lock locked in where Dominant breaks it up. Neck breaker from LA Knight.
He's got him.
And now roll up from Gable using his dirty tactics as a heel.
Oh boy, ready to strike, guys. What are we gonna see?
A clothesline. Bashed right into the post on the outside. Caught with a clothesline. How's that for a counter? Cody.
And another crossroads, this time on the outside.
He's running on empty right now. And this is, well, it's not looking good.
Now is the time for Chad Gable to find a way to shift into that extra gear.
Knight caught by surprise.
And responds with a counter of their own.
Back into the ring. Side Russian leg sweep. Will it be? Digging deep for a kick out.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Cody sizing him up, getting ready.
Now Cody's looking for a third crossroads. Gable able to roll out of the way. Springboard moonsault from Mysterio.
Cut them off with a shot to the gut.
Kick right to the rib. Cody looking to
And now Cody going 3-0 with the crossroads. But Chad Gable, after the suplex to LA Knight, breaks it up.
Belly to back. Facebuster was unique.
And now he rolls out looking for a timeout.
You don't get any timeouts in a fight. That's just running away.
Alabama slam.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Oh, looking to cripple the way. Great strength being shown here.
And now Rhodes.
Uh-oh. Way too.
With a moonsault from the top rope. And Cody and LA Knight, as Cody pins Dominant, get the win in the tag team match.
An emphatic victory for your winners. An impressive effort from this duo.
These teams really put each other through their paces.
LA
in this
Knight
tornado tag match.
got his hands on Dominant Mysterio as we promised him, and he gets the win with Cody. As these four men prep another 3-star. These men prep for Hell in a Cell, who will be the next WCW US champ. And we get our second 3-star in a row, and then we have Ilya Dragunov. You know, he had that match against the jobber that we signed in week 2. I think his name was Tavish. As Dragunov needed to train after that match. You know, Savage took him to the limit. So he did some training. He got some more ring XP, now up to a level 6, and he had a good promo rating. And then we have a match between Ignition and Io Sky. Now Ignition, she came to us right after we signed her and was already asking for an extension before we even got a chance to see her in the ring. Well, we will not have a chance to see her in the ring because we are not going to give her any TV time. We're not going to give her no camera time. We're not going to spectate the match. We're not going to hop in, tune in, and watch. We are going to simulate this match. She's going to lose to Io Sky, and then she will be released or from her contract, or her contract is just going to come to an end.
1, 2, that's 3, bring it.
And your winner, to no one's surprise, disappointing, squash match, bathroom break match, Io Sky. Then we have a promo from our women's world champion, and it got no pop. It was weak. Well, they probably want to see Liv Morgan in action, so we got to make sure that happens. And now for the main event, Gunther, CM Punk for the WCW World Title. Week 1 main event, we had an Extreme Rules match between the champion CM Punk and the ring general Gunther, with Gunther getting the win, putting himself as the #1 contender for the WCW World Title. And we had a promo in week 2. Now we have the wrestling match for the World Title. First time being defended since the resurrection of WCW. Who will walk in the Hell in the Cell as the champion? And your winner is, and still, WCW champion CM Punk, as their rivalry continues to grow, and I don't think it is going to end in this match as we get our third 3-star of the show. Let's see what Raw got going on. They got Braun Strowman versus Humberto. Pretty sure it's going to be a 5-star match. They got it good. They have U.S. champion Charity Ivar. Good to see him doing his thing in singles competition. Then they have Alba Fire versus Gigi Dolan.
1, 2, it's over, bring it.
Alba winning, and they got disappointing. Damian Priest, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, had a good promo rating. How does he get a promo? I mean, I love Damian, but their Tag Team Champion gets a pop, and then our Women's Champion gets no pop. They got Giovanni Vinci versus Wes Lee. Oh, I did not mean to spectate that. I didn't even know we could spectate other shows. Got a new feature in this game. I really don't remember that you could spectate the other shows. Thought you could only simulate them. I wonder if you can play them too. But Wes Lee gets the win. Yeah, you can simulate, spectate. Let's see, Chase U and Kevin Owens calling out Damian Priest and Damon Kemp. Damon and Damian. That's why they put them together. And then the main event, they have their women's world title. They have the women's champion Bianca Belair versus Bayley. And Bayley is your new women's world champion. They get 4-star as their rivalry goes. Now, they got a 4-star for that. And my CM Punk Gunther match got 3 stars. Valhalla and Rhea Ripley versus Candice LeRae and Maxine Dupree. Tables tag team match. Opener.
2, that's it, ring the bell.
And they got 3.5. Angel Garza with the OK pop. We got Fallon Henley versus Chelsea Green.
1, 2, it's over, bring it.
And that was mediocre. 2 stars. Got Jinder Mahal. He got an OK pop. They have Montez Ford and Joe Gacy versus Butch and Dexter Lumis. Butch and Dexter Lumis win the SmackDown Tag Team titles. And you have a call out from Josh Briggs and Angel Garza. It was weak. And then They have Mark Coffey versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. And it was amazing because their classes lined up. And then for NXT, they have Blair Davenport versus Charlotte Flair. With Blair getting the dub. Ooh, injury alert. Charlotte Flair, what did I say? Injured for 2 weeks. Hope Charlotte gets healthy, but take your time. There's Santos Escobar, okay promo rating. And then they have Natalya versus Scarlett. Disappointing. Self-promo from Akira Tozawa. It was good. AJ Styles versus Elton Prince. A lot of tag teams breaking up here in this GM mode. And then there's Veer calling out Santos Escobar. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I haven't seen that one yet. And then they have Carl Anderson and Trick Williams versus Karrion Kross and Bronson Reed for the NXT Tag Team titles. And your winners are, and new, NXT Tag Team Champions, Karrion Kross and Bronson Reed. So, our show, we had good booking. Our opener and main event were the highlights of the show, as they should be. Focus on raising the quality of our matches for higher show results. So, we had a good opener, and we had a good main event. All of our matches were really good. We really stepped it up. For this week 3, we had, the specialty matches and Falls Count Anywhere, Tornado Tag Team matches. Forgot to mention that the Tornado Tag match is a match specialty of Dominic and Cody Rhodes, so both teams kind of had the same advantage. This one was really our only bad match, and it was because of Ignition and her selfishness and attitude. And then the promo from Liv was confusing. I thought that would be good, but we're gonna probably have to put her in a match. Our show quality was a D. Match card quality was a C. Our fans chain, we got plus 46,761, and we had a total profit of $5,649, bringing our total budget to 103,252. Looking at the show notes on the side, LA Knight gets his revenge on Mysterio for that run-in the other week. He got what was coming to him. Not sure if Ignition is ready for the big time. Got a long way to go. I agree with you. Dark Killer in the ring. No love lost between Gunther and CM Punk. Their rivalry is really heating up. It is only just getting started. Zelina Vega is going to get run into the ground carrying WCW each week. Definitely earned a break. Her tag partner, she could tag in her tag partner. I'm not sure how much longer Ignition is going to stick with WCW. Wonder if something happened in the back. Something did happen in the back, and I don't think she's going to be sticking around any longer either. Dominic Mysterio and Gable worked okay as a tag team. I guess they did take the L. CM Punk is still champion tonight after losing week 1 against Gunther. He wins in week 3. Not liking Chad Gable so much as a bad guy. Should have stayed a good guy. He chose his path. No one could accuse WCW of repetitive matches this week. They mixed it up a lot. We had, a little bit of everything. And then Zelina Vega on a great run right now, on a total rampage. She is 2-0 against Tiffy time. And then this is how the other shows did. I don't care about them. SmackDown had a match card quality of a B. And looking at the standings, we are still last place. Now we have the least amount of fans and the least amount of budget. We did spend, some money on the backstage crew, the tornado match, the Falls Count Anywhere. So we had to dig in our pockets a little bit. But Raw's in 3rd place with Adam Pearce. He has a new women's champion named Bayley. Charlotte. Now, this is going to hurt Ava. Charlotte, who is her women's champion, or NXT women's champion, is injured for 2 weeks. And then Nick Aldis, our main op, he is still at number 1. He has the most fans And I thought he had the most budget, but Ava doing a good job saving her money. Miami, Florida, 1 week until Hell in a Cell, PLE. And now Tavish. My contract with WCW was by the end of the week. Can't say I've been loving it, but I'd be prepared to stay another 5 weeks for $17K. Now, Tavish, he had his match. He really impressed me with the match with Ilya Dragunov. So I think Tavish, because he proved himself, we're gonna talk some figures with him. Let's see, 29,000, 11,000, 55K. Let's try to talk him down and see if he'll take that. See if he'll be grateful enough for that. Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. See you next week. Moderate decrease to Tavish's morale. So we got Tavish back for a little bit cheaper. Now that Tiffany has a stamina level below 40, she's vulnerable to becoming injured. The lower the stamina and the more strenuous the match, the greater that risk becomes. Superstars who are completely rested will recover 12 points, and then those who got a promo will recover 6 and can't become injured that week. So we have to keep an eye on Tiffany Stratton. That is why I got that new backstage crew, to help, prepare the talent. And here comes Tiffany. Thanks for the rematch against Zelina. That didn't go the way it should have, but I appreciate the opportunity. And now Zelina. Listen, I'm not feeling physically 100% right now. I don't mind pain, but I don't want to see her injured. Is it okay if I take 2 weeks off? Now, Zelina, we have Hell in a Cell. We have Hell in a Cell, and you have to defend, or no, they're not the champions. The champions are, no, she is the champion. You have to defend the titles with Nikita Lyons against Tiffany Stratton and JC Jane. So I'm sorry, Zelina, but we have some work to do. It's work hard gang over here. Oh, so it's not important to you that your stars might get... It is important, but you should have told me this last week or the week before that. We have 1 week left. We can't have you take off Hell in a Cell. So we're just going to have to bite that bullet. And have, Zelina, little spicy mama, she's just going to have to be mad at me for this week, because the countdown to Hell in a Cell, we have 1 show left. But that'll wrap it up for week 3 of WCW here in the WWE 2K24 Realistic GM. Stay tuned for week 4.